Thank you. Like most, or maybe many of you, maybe not most, but many of you came late in life to the Moravian faith. I grew up as a Presbyterian, and I don't know if it was from nature or nurture, but as far as faiths go, Protestantism was a good fit for me. I love the reformist mindset, the spirit that looks for a better way to do things. I love the sparseness and the simplicity of Protestantism and the stripping away of the superfluous. But having said that, although I am a dyed-in-the-wool Protestant, I have a small theological secret to share. I love the Catholic saints. I love the word for the study of saints, hagiography. I love that there's a specific saint for every job that needs to be done. There's a saint for lost items. There's a saint for laundry, the holy washerwoman Hannah. There's even a saint assigned to unhappy husbands. And of course, there are multiple saints for breweries. Part of the appeal of saints is their efficiency. God has a lot to do, and if he can't get to your lost keys right away, he can put St. Anthony on the job. I've been thinking a lot lately about efficiency. As a fairly type A, firstborn, perfectionist, Protestant work ethic kind of person, I've spent a lot of my life as a proponent of efficiency. Get the job done, get it done fast, find the best person to do it, and move on to the next thing. But just when you think you've finally figured something out, God expands your thinking. I was asked to talk about my faith journey, and I thought I would share with you just one step of that journey. It's only a very small step, but it's been transformative for me, and it's tied directly to my faith as a Moravian. This step began years ago when we were fairly new members to this church. I was an enthused convert to the Moravian way. There's a Tom Cruise movie, Jerry Maguire, where the leading lady says, "You had me at hello." And the Moravian Church truly had me with its motto, in essentials, unity, in non-essentials, liberty, in all things, tolerance or love. The lesson came later, however, when I saw the Moravian way in practice. The church was getting ready to send delegates to synod, and there was a potentially controversial topic that was going to be discussed. I remember thinking about who was going and how they might vote and wondering if my side might win. That's when Matt said something offhandedly, conversationally, that changed my thinking and has changed my life in a profound way. I didn't really understand it at the time, and in fact, I thought it was just plain odd. And in a way, that's how some of the big lessons in life happen. They start you thinking, and they start you paying attention. He told me that as Moravians, we are more concerned with consensus than we are with the actual outcome. He explained that it may take us longer to get somewhere, but that when we get there as a community. At the time, I naively thought that if there was a 51 to 49 vote and you were one of the 51ers, you won. I now know that in many ways, no one wins in this situation. You might win one battle, but while you're celebrating, the other side, more incensed, builds its store of ammunition and soon takes back the fort. The acrimony just grows stronger, the divide grows wider, and the war goes on. And we see this in politics all the time. So I've thought about this Moravian way a lot. It comes up in odd places and at odd times at work and in family life. For me lately, it's been with the skate park. Some of you know that I've been a little involved for the past 3 years in a small project called the Sturgeon Bay Skate Park. Some of you have been involved in it as well. We're a motley, all-volunteer crew with an average age of about 16. And from the beginning to end, though, it's been a lesson in the Moravian way, and that's a story for another time. But through this, I've learned that the Moravian way requires you to be comfortable with a small amount of mess. It requires letting go of some control. It takes more patience. As Matt said, it's more about process. But it's full of an unexpected amount of joy, and it's transformative on a personal level. Not only do you get the job done, you allow God to change your life in the process. There's a Native American saying that goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. It turns out that the Moravian way is being validated scientifically. I heard a story on public radio the other day about something called the Good Judgment Project, a study where 3,000 average people have been making probability statistics or estimates on everything from Venezuelan gas subsidies to North Korean politics. Their predictions are tracked, and they've been found to be better than those made by the so-called experts who have access to classified information. It turns out that a large crowd of people comes up with a better answer than a single very smart person or even a small group of very smart people. A large crowd, in that way, is more efficient. This is called the wisdom of the masses and was first discovered by a British statistician in 1906 with the lesson of the dead ox. Francis Galton was at a fair where about 800 people had tried to guess the weight of a dead ox. After the prize was awarded, Galton collected all of the guesses so that he could figure out how far off the mark the average guess was. It turned out that most of the guesses were really bad, either way too high or way too low. But when Galton averaged them together, he was shocked. The dead ox weighed 1,198 pounds. The crowd's average, 1,197. I am grateful that God, through this congregation, has opened my life to the wisdom of the masses and the Moravian way. And I'm grateful that there are Moravian saints that have showed me a new definition for efficiency. I think of St. George Pinney, the patron saint of getting stuff done. St. Carol Schaefer, the patron saint of delicious soups offered generously. And though I don't think you can be a saint when you're alive, I think of St. Lisa Smith, the patron saint of beautiful lay reading, and St. Mary Karstens, the patron saint of happy Sunday school teachers, and every one of you who is a patron saint in your own way at something. I'm grateful for the communion of saints, and I'm grateful that our faith is lived in community and that we all are travelers together on this faith journey. We may not always go fast, and it may be messy at times, but we will go far. Thank you.